Hello and welcome to another Tunisian crochet tutorial. So today we will be making the Ebun headband. So this is a fairly simple Tunisian crochet project with stranded color work. So for my headband I used V crochet or Knit Picks palette fingering weight yarn in two different colors. So I used the camel heather and coriander heather, and this is fingering weight yarn, and I used 3.75mm Tunisian crochet hook. Today I will be using 9mm Tunisian crochet hook just for the demonstration, and I'll be using a Stylecraft Special Chunky in pale rose and denim. The basic stitch pattern is a 16 stitch repeat. I will link the full blog with full instructions in the description below. You will start with multiple of 16 and plus 2, and you will work the stitch pattern over 8 rows. Now there is a slight difference to how I usually work the color work in so much that usually I just use Tunisian simple stitch throughout, regardless of which color I'm using. However, I wanted to change it up a little bit for this pattern, and I did not only want to have the color work, but I also wanted to have a little bit of a texture. And this was achieved by working one color in the Tunisian simple and the other color in Tunisian knit stitch. And if you can look closer, it gives it a bit more volume and a bit more texture. Okay, so for this demonstration, the pink is going to be my color A, and the blue is going to be my color B, and the pink will be for working Tunisian simple stitches and the blue for working Tunisian knit stitches. So as I mentioned, we will start with multiple of 16 plus 2. If you follow the instructions as per the original blog post, you will chain 114. Today, just for this demonstration, I'm going to chain 16, so I will do just the basic stitch pattern repeat. So we'll first work a slip knot like so. We will then place the loop on the hook and chain. We will chain by yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook, and that's your first chain. So slowly again, you yarn over the hook and pull through the loop on the hook. So that's 2 chains, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So I need a few more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That's for the basic stitch pattern repeat. And 2. For row number 1, we will work the Tunisian crochet foundation row, and we will need to turn the chain around and work into the back bumps of your chain stitches. So we'll insert the hook from front to back, yarn over and pull up a loop. So that's our second loop or second stitch on the hook, and we will repeat the same for all the chains that you worked. So for any multiple that you worked so far, this is what we are going to do. And each chain then corresponds to stitch. So I started with 16 plus 2, which is 18. So after I work the forward pass of the foundation row, I should have 18 loops on the hook, and this would correspond to 18 stitches. So once we work all our loops and we have all our loops on the hook, we will continue with the return pass. And return pass is second part of every row in Tunisian crochet, and this is where you work your stitches of your hook. So you will start by yarning over and pulling through 1. So we will basically do a chain 1, and then we will work yarn over, pull through 2, and you will repeat yarn over, pull through 2 all the way to the beginning of your row. So you will work off all your loops until you have only one loop left on the hook, and this will count as the first stitch of row number 2, and this is the right edge stitch. For row number 2, we will start working the color work. You will start with 1 Tunisian knit stitch. So we will start with Tunisian knit stitch. So we will need to get the color B, because we will work Tunisian knit stitches in B and Tunisian simple stitches in A. So we haven't done this stitch yet. So Tunisian knit stitch is worked by inserting the hook between the front and back vertical bars from front to back. So you are going to go from front to back. You will then yarn over. So I'm just joining the color, so I'll place the loop on the hook and pull through like so. Okay, then we will work 2 Tunisian simple stitches, and Tunisian simple stitches are worked in A, so we'll change to A. So we will simply pick up the color A and work 2 Tunisian simple stitches. So Tunisian simple stitch is worked by inserting the hook from right to left under the front vertical bar, yarn over and pull up a loop, and we will work one more. Then we will change to B again, work 2 Tunisian knit stitches. So we'll need to pick up B, and when we work color work, we always need to place the new strand of yarn over the old. So we will go this way to lock the colors in place, and you will prevent gaps in the pattern by working the yarn over the previous color. So back to our pattern, we will work 2 Tunisian knit stitches. So that's 1 and 2, then 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 3 Tunisian knit stitches, 1, 2 and 3, followed by 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 1 and 2, 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 1 and 2, and then we will have one last stitch left in the row. So if you are doing multiples of 16 stitches, you will keep on going with the basic stitch pattern for row number 2. So this was 1 Tunisian knit stitch, 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 3 Tunisian knit stitches, 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 2 Tunisian knit stitches, and 2 Tunisian simple stitches. So you will keep on going. Because I'm at the end, I'm going to now work the end stitch. The end stitch is worked by inserting the hook under both of the strands of the very last stitch. So I've got 2 strands here, one on the right, one on the left. We'll go and insert the hook under both, yarn over and pull up a loop. And we will continue with our return pass. So it's again standard return pass, and we will work it by yarning over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. Now I'll come to the blue color, or the color B. This is where I need to change. Work 2 stitches off and back to A, and you will keep on going like this, changing colors the same way you change the colors on your forward pass. So where you worked color A, you will need to work the stitches in color A. Where you worked in color B, you will need to work them in color B, like so. And I've got a few more stitches left. Now Tunisian knit, and that's it. We start the row number 3 with 2 Tunisian knit stitches. So we're picking up color B, work 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 1 and 2, 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 1 and 2, 1 Tunisian knit stitch, 1 Tunisian knit stitch, 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 1 Tunisian knit stitch, like so, and then the edge stitch, you will always work the end stitch in color A. So the same way as you have the first stitch in color A on the right edge of your project, you will have the same on the left edge as well. And then you will continue with standard return pass, changing colors as you change colors on your forward pass. We start the row number 4 with 1 Tunisian simple stitch, followed by 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 3 Tunisian simple stitches, 1, 2 and 3, followed by 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 1 and 2, and the last edge stitch, the end stitch again is worked in color A, like so, and you will continue with standard return pass. For row number 5, we will work 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 1 Tunisian simple stitch, just 1, followed by 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 1 and 2, followed by Tunisian simple stitch, just 1, and an end stitch, like so, and you will continue with standard return pass. For row number 6, we will work 1 Tunisian knit stitch. So we start the row with Tunisian knit stitch, followed by 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 3 Tunisian knit stitches, 1, 2 and 3, followed by 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 1 and 2, and an end stitch, like so. And as usual, work standard written pass. Row number 7 starts with 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 1 Tunisian knit stitch, followed by 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian knit stitches, followed by 2 Tunisian simple stitches, followed by a Tunisian knit stitch and an end stitch in color A. And you will work standard return pass after this. Now row number 8, which is the last row of the basic row pattern repeat. So we will start the row number 8 with 1 Tunisian simple stitch, followed by 2 Tunisian knit stitches, followed by 2 Tunisian simple stitches, followed by 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 3 Tunisian simple stitches, 1, 2 and 3, followed by 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 1 and 2, followed by 2 Tunisian knit stitches, 1 and 2, and an end stitch. And as always, you will then continue with standard return pass. So this was the basic stitch and row pattern repeat. Just so this brings you approximately to the half of the headband, and now the second half will be repetition of the first few rows in this order. So row number 9 is repetition of row number 7, row 10 is repetition of row number 6, row 11 is repetition of row number 5, row 12 is repetition of row number 4, row 13 is repetition of row number 3, row 14 is a repetition of row number 2. We will then fasten off color B, and row 15 is worked in color A. So that's what I'm going to show you now. So for row number 15, we will use color A, and we will alternate Tunisian simple and Tunisian knit stitch. Okay, so we will work the first stitch Tunisian simple, then Tunisian knit, Tunisian simple, Tunisian knit, Tunisian simple, Tunisian knit, and so on all the way across the row. And this is just to ensure that the top edge would match the bottom edge in the pattern. Okay, so we will continue with Tunisian knit, simple, knit, simple, and so on all the way until the end of the row, and you will then continue with an end stitch and standard return pass. And row number 16 is the last row, and it's the bind off row. So we will do Tunisian simple stitch bind off for this project. So what we are going to do is we will go into the first stitch as if for Tunisian simple stitch. So you do yarn over, and then we pull through the loop which is already on the hook, like so. And we will repeat this for every stitch of the row. As you can see, as we start working the bind off row, we will see that the top edge is really similar to the bottom edge, to the starting chains. So we will work this for every stitch of the row, and including the end stitch as well. So you will get through, and then you will bind off the last stitch, the edge stitch, cut off your yarn, once you work the headband, what you will then do, you will block your project, because as you can see the Tunisian crochet curls up a little bit. So just to straighten up your edges and to even out stitches and get the final measurements, if you need to block out the project a little bit, you will then block your project. Once it's blocked and the ends are weaved in, we are ready to assemble it. So as you can see, I opted for this nice little knot here, and the way you create that on the headband is you take the short ends like so. So you have the right side up, you take the short ends and you fold them, and you kind of interlock them in this way, like so. So you can basically see that you've got the edges interlocking, and you have 4 layers of fabric here. So you've got 4 layers of fabric, and you will then take your darning needle with some yarn, and you will go back and forth through the end just to make sure that it's secure. Once it's done, again you cut the yarn within the end, and you will turn it on the right side like so. So we basically turn it, and then you will have that knot there. Obviously I can show you properly on the small swatch, because I only have the basic stitch pattern here, but because your headband will be longer, you will be able to do that. Okay, and that's it for today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the instructions for this simple and easy winter accessory. Please let me know in the comments below if you've ever used the Crochet palette. I'm also going to leave the link to the yarn in the comment section below. What I love about palette is that it's available in really wide palette of colors, and everyone can find something they like in them. So again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.